Hey guys, and welcome to this new video. So this guide will be about harvesting lower level artifacts to power boost the rank for Guildmaster and also for components. To ensure you hit the amount of artifacts you need to hit these ranks, and also to restore artifacts to hit these ranks, a lot of people camp the Venator Remains. Now Venator Remains will give you a Venator crossbow and also the Venator sword. Now what a lot of people do with these is trade them in for a reduced amount of chronos. However, there is a method which provides a lot more GP for this. So what we're going to be doing is turning our Venator crossbows and our Venator swords into historic components. Now, this spot itself is actually 800k profit per hour, and that is just from your Third Age Iron and also your Zerosian Insignia. This is without adding in the historic components you're going to get from the crossbow and also the sword as well. This spot is actually better GP per hour than getting the caches because it's more AFK. You're not competing for spots, not the Water Third Age Iron or the Insignia, but it's definitely worth doing if you're going to hunt for that rank. Now let me just show you how this works. So recently, as of a couple of months ago, it might have been a year ago, you are now able to disassemble all your crossbows or basically all your artifacts. And these will provide you with components. So once I'm disassembling this, we will be getting things such as classic components and also historic components. Now we also have the possibility now of putting these into crates and then selling them onto the GE. So as before, you were forced to sell these for chronos, or worst case, you actually dropped them. Now you can put them in crates and actually make profit, serious profit, from these artifacts you would have got rid of before, due to invention. Now don't get me wrong, in terms of putting these into crates, there is something on this account I'm definitely missing because it won't let me put them into crates just yet. But the best use of these lower tiered artifacts is to disassemble them. And especially from this spot with the Venator Remains, you're going to be making profit both on the materials you're actually excavating as well as the artifacts you're restoring. So to achieve the Guildmaster of the Archeology Guild, you need to excavate 1000 damaged artifacts and also restore them. Now, by the time you get to 99, you could be a couple hundred off, depending on what method you've done, what bonus XP you've had as well. So if you did need them, this is a method to camp these spots and also make profit from. Especially as well, if you're low level Arc and you're just starting now, not only is it a great skill to get into with a lot of AFK time, you can make profit from a very low level, which a lot of people beforehand didn't actually do. So to make the crates, all you need to do is go to the Invention Workbench. Now, this is going to be a complete playthrough. Because I don't have access to it, I'm sure there's something I'm not discovered, so that might be the case. We're going to go and do it now. So to turn your invention components into crates, all you do is go to Inventor's Workbench, click on that and click to material crates. Now there are some other items you need as well to make sure you can make the crates, but it's normally parts which don't have much use. So for me, I think I would do that. So you can then turn your small crates of historic parts into 1 mil, considering you're not going to use them. I just need some padded parts to get them sold. Not only that, you have a chance to do 100 as well, where you can use 1000, and that is 10 mil cash. Now, I've not got padded parts. They can be received from some small tier items. But like I said before, this is just a way to pull some money from invention and any low tier artifacts you still got in your bank, which are odd sets, stuff which you're not going to hand in. And not only will it give you bank space, it will give you these chance to pull some money from the skill. Archaeology, for the most part, can be a bit tedious to get the money out of. Not until the very last of when all the artifacts are sold do you really get all the money out of it. But if you've got anything sort of hanging around which you don't need use of, you can definitely change it into components, put components into crates and make some money from it. Now, because I'm just saying that the Venator artifacts are the best ones to do, doesn't mean that's the only one you can do. Better artifacts will give you better components, and better components means you can put more stuff into the crates to sell on at a future date. But for every sort of 1000 historic components, you are roughly making the best part of 9 mil. You will need to get the padded parts and the other parts, but if you've got scavenging or if you've got other methods of getting components, you will pick these up over time. Not only that, you'll be able to find some cheap ways of getting those components through the wiki search guide as well. But that is the money making method for today's archaeology. It's probably you've got probably quite a few artifacts in your bank which you've already had made and you've got no real use for, rather than just either getting rid of them or just scrapping them in for a percentage of the chronos. Providing you can get 63 artifacts per hour, this can roughly be about 5 mil profit. The parts you need for the crate is looking to be about 250k to 300k to get that. It's nothing too major, to be fair, and it's definitely something which can be attainable. Now, the profit also includes the materials you'd probably need to finish off the artifacts, although judging by the wiki, they say you'll be in a surplus and you'll have some to one side as well. But yeah, if you were to do this spot just by itself and just camp it, you would make roughly 5 mil an hour. Now for this, you would definitely need the auto screener, the Grace of the Elves, Premier Artifact to make sure that the porter is acting and you can bank stuff as well. But it's a good way to make some GP, which is very AFK and utilising the archaeology skill. And that's what I like, that archaeology still has a way to make money, it still has a purpose, it still has something to keep it unique. But there you go, eventually once I sort out those materials, I will be able to pull some money out of archaeology and yeah, put it towards another skill. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have, please leave me a like and subscribe, and I will hope to see you guys in the next video.